2027. But Mr. Gichangi, I want to tell you that my focus is not in 2027. Everybody here who has spoken, they have said, I am president of this college, vice president of that college. I have not heard anybody here saying, I am the president of all the universities. Or maybe I didn't, maybe it escaped my thinking, my listening. So I don't think there is anybody who has come to me to say they represent all the students of the universities. And if you are asking me that you want a representative body of all the students, that is a conversation I'm willing to have. And the universities, the leadership of universities should be part of that conversation so that we can all agree what mechanism are we going to use. Are we going to have elections in some form? Because, I mean, we are a democracy. Or how are we going to get a student leadership that represents our universities? That is a conversation that we can have. Somebody has told me, are you the one who said students who differ? There's somebody who told me about students who differ. Yes. So what is the situation of students who differ? I am not, yes, help, Higher Education Laws Board, can you help me there?
Your Excellency, students who differ, the case of KCSE 2022, were all allowed to apply. So far, we have received 9,979 students from KCSE 2022, and this process is ongoing. So no student has been left behind. Thank you.
Now, has he answered the question? Okay, what is the question? The question is, maybe a student who was already admitted, was in first year, instead of going to second year, they deferred, and then, is that the case? Okay, okay, which model? Are they coming, okay, I think what the question is, those ones who you are now considering, are you considering them under the old model, or are you considering them under the new model?
They are being considered under the new model.
Yes.
Yeah. Because the model started considering students from KCSE 2022. If you are from the previous years, that is KCSE 2021, 2020, and the previous years, then you fall into the old model.
Thank you very much. Now, my good friend Gichangi says he wants to replace my friend Karungo Dangwa. I wish you well. I know you have said that if I behave well, you might consider your vote for me in 2027. But Mr. Gichangi, I want to tell you that my focus is not in 2027. That's not my focus. My focus is in transforming Kenya. That is my focus. You know, there is always, you know, a belief that we must focus on the next election. Good people, there is more than the next election. We need to do and make the right decisions for Kenya now. If we make decisions merely because we want to be popular, that's how we get ourselves into the kind of situation our country is. That's where we end with our universities in so much debt, because we are unable to make the decisions that will get our universities out of trouble. My sister, younger sister, Agneta, I like the name, by the way. Agneta, she's wondering why is only 12% considered in band 1, when actually majority of the people in Kenya, or you know, a big portion, are poor. You know why, Agneta? Many of the children of the poor don't make it to university. That's the problem. And that's what concerns me. You know? I explained to you, you know, that the most disturbing thing is that the children of the poor are not in this conversation. And that is why, and it really bothers me, that is why I made the decision that I am going to hire the largest number of teachers. I am going to put more money, invest more money in those schools where the children of the poor are, so that we give them an equal chance for them to be part of this conversation. I know it's not a very popular thing, but that's the correct position. That's why I'm going to hire another 20,000 teachers, God willing, by the end of this year. The same way I hired the 56,000, to send them to all these day schools and schools in those rural areas and all those day schools, to make sure that the children of the poor also make it to get to the university, so that they can come and sit here and have this conversation with the rest of us. That's my position. Let me also say the following. You have told me, and I agree, you're very sympathetic to my case, that we have said, let the students be admitted. Let all the students be admitted, even as we sort out the issues of how much they are going to pay, how much the households are going to pay. And we have said that, recognizing that it is something we must do. You have said, how then are the universities going to pay? If the students don't pay, if the households don't pay, how will the universities survive? How will they pay for the essentials? Agneta, we are going to give money to our universities, because we are giving money on scholarships from by government, even as parents sort themselves out as to whether they are in band 1, band 2, band 3, and their appeals and what have you. As that is going on, we are going to support the universities to make sure that the courses and learning continues from the